In the previous video, we had a look at behavior reports inside Google Analytics. So in this video, let's have a look at technology report. So technology report is also something that you get in audience overview on a small scale. So here in audience overview, you will be able to see browser, operating system, service provider, and inside mobile, you will be able to see these data. So that's what technology report gives you, but in a much more in-depth manner. So if you want to look at browser and OS, you will be able to see what is the kind of browser that our users are using when they are browsing our site. So here we have the usual suspects: Chrome, Safari and Firefox. And Chrome is 72%, Safari is 15%, Firefox is like 8%. And this is more or less the market share of these browsers as well. So now I can go ahead and select a different dimension. So if I go ahead and select on operating system, I will be able to see what is the OS that is usual with my readers. So this helps me understand what is the kind of users that I have, and I also need to make sure that my site is working on all the devices and all the browsers properly. So if you are using a WordPress blog and if you are a blogger, you don't need to worry much about it, because mostly as a blogger you will be able to get your site delivered across all operating systems and all browsers without any problem. WordPress content management system takes care of it. So here I'm also seeing some very interesting statistics. Like for example, people generally look at my analytics and they say that my bounce rate is too high. But you have to see that the bounce rate is not high specifically when you look at Windows and Macintosh users. And these are desktop users who come to my site, and the bounce rate is very healthy. When you look at iOS, the bounce rate is high, Linux the bounce rate is high, and maybe people browsing from mobile, the bounce rate is high, which I can also go ahead and check in the devices report. So you can look at pages per session. Maybe, just maybe, people who are visiting my site from Mac computer, they are more high quality users, because they are obviously spending more money on their devices and they take their work seriously. This could be deductions. These are not known facts, but these are deductions. And you can see that the pages per session and the average session duration is definitely more for Macintosh users than Windows users. I am a Macintosh user myself, and whenever I go ahead and have a look at people working in startups and a lot of new companies, they are all using Macintosh. So this might be representing that I have a higher quality target audience here. So if I'm running paid campaigns, and within the paid campaigns, if I'm going and having a look at technology reports, and if I'm segmenting the audience appropriately, then these insights might be worth much more. So as I have always explained, you can go ahead and add a segment, and you can go ahead and change the date range. So if I want to add a segment, let's go ahead and look at new users, and let's say organic traffic and paid traffic. I am looking at these two segments, and let's remove all users. So now I will be able to see how the data is performing, for organic traffic and paid traffic. So in this case, I don't have any paid traffic being driven directly to my blog, so this doesn't make sense. But let's say organic traffic versus direct traffic. So within this segmentation, I will be able to see what is the kind of difference we have. So here you can see the data looks more or less the same. So if the data looks widely different, for example, when you look at direct traffic bounce rate, it's less. Direct traffic Windows, it's high. So this does not mean anything, but sometimes it could mean something. Like we have looked at a lot of examples, and we have looked at a lot of cases where you can actually get some insights from this data, and that is the job of the digital marketer. If you are looking at this data initially, it might not make any sense, but you have to keep looking at it, keep looking for patterns which might look different or suspicious. And once if you see a strange anomaly in the pattern of data, then we sit and think what could have caused that anomaly, which will give us a lot of business insights, which is useful for increasing the revenue of the business. So again, reiterating what I have already said, the data alone is not going to be useful for anyone. The usefulness lies in the interpretation of the data, and the skill that you are developing as a digital marketer is not just looking at the data, but looking at the data and finding business insights that help increase business revenue. So now let us have a look at network report. So network report is not going to be very accurate. So let me first go ahead and change the segment back to all users. So if I remove all the segments, it will go back to all users by default. So here you can see what service provider people are using. So this is just to give you a vague idea about the kind of service providers that your users are using. And here you will be able to see the different service providers. And again, this is not accurate at all, because the accuracy really depends on how much the Google Analytics software is capable of finding out the service provider based on the IP address. Many times it's not clear, many times it's confusing, but still you will get a basic idea of what is happening. So that's it for the technology report, and let's have a look at mobile reports also in the same video. So you can look at mobile report, you can open it, and here you will be able to see the percentage of people coming from desktop, mobile and tablet, and this also helps you understand how the users are going to interact with your site on different devices. So if you are not noticing any big anomaly or difference in the data, then there are probably no insights. There is no use for the different classification, because if both the classifications have similar kind of data, then you are probably not looking at any possible useful insights. So now let's look at devices. This is going to be interesting. If you look at devices, you will be able to see, Apple iPhone, Apple iPad, the different devices that people use. So again, if you are looking at, let's say 40% of the people are coming from iOS devices or Apple iPhone, then you might want to make sure that your website and landing pages are going to be, completely formatted and delivered well in these devices. So you can look at mobile device branding. So it will kind of club the brands together. You can look at service provider, you can look at mobile input sector, you can look at operating system. You can see that operating system, iOS, Android, Nokia, Windows, these are the usual suspects. So this is how mobile reports help. And again, as I said, the data is not going to give us any insights unless we look for it. So thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next video of the Analytics Mastery course.